Coach's Corner is your source. Baseball, football, soccer, and hoops. The Coach's Corner has the scoop. It's the Coach's Corner with Andy.
Covering Tri-State sports, it's the Coach's Corner with Andy.
It's the Coach's Corner.
Hey, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. I'm Andy. Today with me in person for the very first time.
First time.
I think the last time we spoke, we did a video call.
Yep.
Grant and Liz Smith of New Day Strength and Training. That's what I called it last time. Every time we were just talking, and I said, Grant, I got to get the name of this business right because I kept calling it something else, but I couldn't remember it, and I kept calling it New Day Strength and Training. It's New Day Strength and Performance,
Yes,
but
sir.
you do training.
Yep.
So you guys have a lot going on right now, getting ready to do your grand opening of your brand new gym. Got a lot of summer camps coming up as well. We're going to touch on all that. But first, let's give a little refresher to everybody. Grant, if you want to go over maybe a little bit of your background, how you got started, the idea for New Day Strength and Performance, and then Liz, we can touch on your background too. So
Yeah, for sure. So I've been training for over 14 years, going on year 15. Started at Golds at Southgate, moved on to doing some of my own things while I was at Shippensburg University. And it all just led to here. Prior to starting New Day Strength and Performance, we were at Abraxas Youth and Development for a couple years, and that's really where my passion was fueled for kids and youth. There's a lot of things that need to go on for kids, and I would love for New Day Strength and Performance to kind of bridge that gap for kids in our community. But 3 years ago, she allowed me to do me, and but allowed me to do me, and go out on that limb. And I told her, I was like, I really feel like God's really pulling me in this direction. So 3 years ago, we started New Day Strength and Performance, and since then I've trained over almost 400 kids in the last 3 years, and it started with the foundation of 5 kids, and it has been a ride. It's been a journey. And it has just been so fruitful, honestly. I had never thought this would be where I would be.
That's very awesome. And you've also are the recent recipient of the 4th time, I believe, you won the best personal trainer, best of the Tri-State. So congrats on that as well. Yeah. Obviously, you're doing something right.
I believe that's all, the people that I've trained, the relationships that I've built over the last few years. I mean, doing this for a long time. Yeah. And, if I never really had those relationships with those individuals, those athletes, the parents, the sports teams and everything like that, I really don't think that I would have been able to get the first one. Yeah. But to go 4 in a row, this year especially, there was a lot of great trainers on that, and to have the top 3 all be in Chambersburg, like in our backyard, it was awesome to see. Yeah.
You have a little bit of an athletic background too in sports. What sports did you play coming out of high school and into college? You set a couple of records as well in college, right?
Yeah, so in high school I played basketball. Ironic enough, my joke was I'm not tall as I weigh more than your centers, and I'm shorter than your average point guard. Basketball is not my sport, and I found myself in the shot put circle, and that's just where things really took off for me. And I've got 6 state championships in Maryland. I went to Brunswick High School. Okay. I went to Hagerstown Community College, won 2 national championships there. A lot of really big life lessons that have brought me to this point. Had my scholarship taken, had a season-ending injury right after that, and was just in limbo, and people that I never thought possible would actually be in my corner were like, they challenged me. And it has really just brought me to this point in our marriage too. I mean, we've been together since I was 15, so we're going on year 19, something like that now. So she's put up with me for a long time.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned the basketball thing because I played basketball in high school too, my freshman, sophomore year, and I always said, I'm not tall enough to play down low, like as a forward or a center, but I'm horrible at shooting, so I can't be a guard. So I was like, I'm just going to quit.
Well, funny thing you say that. Like when I played, I was always the last one to get picked on the last day of cuts. You know, I was
Yeah.
more or less one of those guys that kept the bench warm.
Yep.
You know, for the other players, which was cool.
Or you're the practice dummy for the starter.
Yeah.
That's what I always was.
Yeah.
The guy that they always put me up against when we were sophomores, he was. I've always been like, I'm 5'11" now. I'm probably like 5'9", but at that point, I don't know. But this dude was like 6'4". He's huge. Nicest guy ever, and we were really good friends. But man, he would embarrass me. And I was like, I never got a chance, so whatever. It's all good.
I remember playing Linganore High School, and back then Rob Havenstein, he just retired from the NFL. I had to guard him.
Oh wow, he's still playing, right?
No, he just retired.
He just retired.
This past season, he just
Am I
retired.
I'm thinking of Thunder? No, I'm thinking of a different.
For the NFL.
But I was thinking basketball. Where am I?
No.
My mind. You know what? I also thought today was Friday. So
He played for the LA Rams, and back then I was
know who
always
you're,
like,
now I know who you're talking about, but I was thinking of a basketball player. Who am I thinking of? The center on the Thunder right now. His name sounds just like that.
right now?
Yeah,
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I remember
Dude.
I know the one guy was Adams.
it'll come to me.
Chris-
oh yeah,
something
that's not what
Adams.
I'm thinking of. That's gonna bug me that I can't think of it. But anyways,
Yeah.
back on topic. Liz, give us a little bit of a background of your how you came to this point.
Honestly, it's seeing him grow and expand. Like I said, 14 years in the making. He's been building up to wanting to break apart and like build something from scratch, from his own, and just seeing him how he grew out of the years. I had faith, and I made sure that he could start his dream up by his logo which is new Strength and Performance, New Day Strength and Performance. So I believed in him. Like he couldn't do the 9 to 5. He's like, it's not for me.
I can't do that.
He's like, I need something where I'm kind of like in control of it, and like I can always be there for my family if I need to move things around. And I mean, it's been up and down, and I'm like, okay, and I just gave in, and now he's doing him.
Just kidding.
And he's bloomed, and it's great now. And just like his mindset, what made me chose him than anyone else, it was the persistentness. Like him really, like when he's focused on something, when he wants something, he'll fight for it, no matter how many no's he get, no matter how many pushback he get. He shifts through challenges. And I mean, just to see that, and not only that, being a man of God, I just, I let go. Let go and let God.
There you go. Well, it sounds like you're a great support system for us as well. You guys, I love seeing you guys whenever we see. Most of the time, we see each other best of the tri-state. If we're being honest, because life gets busy, schedules and whatnot. But you guys always look so happy together. You always look like such a team, and you coordinate everything. It just looks so cool. I'm just. It's very awesome to see. You don't really see a lot of that anymore these days. I feel like.
We've been teammates ever since.
Yeah. Most of it's like behind the scenes stuff for people, but it's nice to see it out. And not all couples want to do that, but it's nice to see you guys do that.
Well, we've been teammates ever since Hagerstown Community College. Like we've literally done everything together. Like we don't
literal teammates.
Yeah. I mean, she won't tell you, but I will because I love to put her on the pedestal front and center. But she's a four-time All-American in college. Like her best finish at nationals was second in the country. So like, she'll never tell you that. She's like, I'd rather not talk about
Stay
that.
humble.
Yeah, I'm humble. I don't talk about myself. I'm just like, let me boast you up.
All right, so let's get into this grand opening you guys have coming up of your brand new gym. You got your start training and working out over in Chambersburg Front Porch.
Yep.
And then now you're branching out into your own. Grand opening is June 15th. Tell us, I've seen the updates on Facebook. I've seen the pictures of the gym going up, and it looks like you had a lot of great help. Are those your kids you train that are helping you out?
Yeah, so a lot of the people that are actually helping out are kids that we've worked with for since we started, really. Whether it's off and on or whatever, but a lot of those kids that are helping out now, they're actually in college now.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are interns of ours.
Cool.
They are getting their prerequisites for college and trying to make sure that they're hitting all of the academic things that they need to hit. And one of those things was an internship. So they're helping us out with the grand opening and all through summer. So
You want to train here? No.
yeah.
Do you guys have any big plans for the grand opening, or are those big plans kind of under wraps?
We do.
If there's any?
I mean, we do. So we have things getting put up in the gym. We were actually just there before we came here, painting on the walls and making those things on those walls. And I took pictures. I'm like, babe, can I post this? She goes, no, you said that we were supposed. I'm like, okay.
Gotta save something.
I'm too excited. I'm trying to build the anticipation and stuff like that. And I think it's building more for me than anything.
Yeah.
But our mom is cooking and stuff like. We got to have our mom be a part of it. She's been, one of our biggest supporters throughout. Maybe not at the beginning, but she didn't really like me at first.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, but she's definitely one of my biggest supporters, and she's cooking like wings, different flavored wings.
Oh, awesome.
She does soul food, man.
Nice.
We're gonna have some good food.
Very cool. You guys have a couple specials you're going to be running as well for the grand opening. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, so we have our founding members deals. There's founding members deals for our group performance sessions for both middle school and high schoolers, 6 months, a year. So we really want to have like long-term commitments for kids to come. And every kid that we've ever had that I've trained has worked with me for, years. The longest kid I had was 10 years, from middle school to college.
Wow.
Which was amazing. But we have those deals. We also have a founding members deals for our semi-private group sessions. Those are more for our high school collegiate kids. And we actually set the price at a point where we want to see our kids come in more. So we have a 6 month and even a year worth of training for that. And then the last one is our bring a friend. Like, our parents always say, like, hey, sharing is caring. So, we want to be able to do that and bring more people from the community in and get a perspective or an experience of what New Day actually is. So those individuals, both athletes who sign up for that bring a friend deal, get a New Day Strength and Performance book bag, which was like the talk of the middle school state track meet up at Altoona because we had everything in that book bag.
Hey, you're spreading out, aren't you?
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
So yep.
Cool, very nice. So you guys are running some summer camps too coming up. Those start the same day as the grand opening?
The first one does. So Speed Camp, we have two. So we have Speed Camp, and then we have Strength Camp. Speed Camp is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have two age groups, 10 to 13, and then 14 to 17. We also have younger kids. We call it Cub Club. It's from 7 to 9-year-olds. So our kids don't have a choice. They're doing it. Which they've been really growing. Like our goal was to have 50 athletes this summer. I really wanted to have a huge impact this summer. We've got 8 interns from college to from our college kids to kids that qualify for nationals that we've worked with, and you name it. We have all of those things situated. But Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 to 9:30, right, is our older kids, our 14 to 17. From 9:30 to 10:30 is our younger kids, and then Strength Camp is Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh, very cool. So we're...
And then we have a track club.
Track club.
Oh, yeah.
Track
And
club.
then I was going to ask next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same? Is that so? When are the other dates for those camps? When do they start? The ones on the 15th, or the other ones short?
So they're 6 weeks. So they go from Speed Camp is June 15th through July 24th.
Oh, then the Success one after that.
And then the Strength Camp is 16th through I think it's the 22nd, I believe, or something like that. Cool. And then the Cub Club is actually the first. What is it? June 12th and 13th. It's a Friday, Saturday, two days where we're just working with those kids and just having some fun and learning how to run properly and just body mechanics and awareness for those little ones. So
that young age, I always say this. I've been saying this a lot, and we've talked about this before a little bit. I coach my daughter, and she's 7, and they're on soccer, and they're 6 and 7 year olds. I feel like that's the age where a kid really picks the sport they're gonna focus on.
Yeah, we see that a lot.
Yeah, and it's nice to have a place to come where they can train to get better at that. That's reasonably, within distance of them in the tri-state. Good atmosphere, good people training them. A lot of people don't get that opportunity. So, thank you for doing that for everybody, not only the smaller kids but the big kids too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So do you guys, is it just going to be you guys and the interns, or do you have like other people coming in helping out as well?
So we do have 2 trainers
Okay.
on staff. One is going to be focusing on like track and field and things like that, but she has a desire to actually help special need populations.
Oh,
So that is something that we wanted to put into our training as well. Like there's really no trainers around town that really do that for those individuals. And I've worked with there's a guy, Rocky Joe. I love
Yeah,
Rocky
I
Joe.
remember, yeah,
He
he was-
is.
yeah.
I've worked with him on and off for probably 10 years now, that's my guy right there. So like doing something for that population is something that I really want to do, and she's going to kind of lead the way there,
Yeah, that's cool.
and her experience with with family and things like that. But we also have another trainer that's going to be specializing in soccer, our goal is to have multiple trainers over time and have them have like their niche, their wheelhouse, where they are the expert of that sport.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, you do soccer, you're over here. If you do football, you're there. You know what I mean? And then we can all interchange, because I feel personally that the foundation of sports and performance is the foundation. Like it's no different than building a building. You know what I mean? So the foundation is the foundation, and then when we branch off of that into more of like the sports specific type training, if you will, then that's their specialty. So that's our goal with that moving forward.
Very cool. Well, it sounds like you have a good footing to get started. Congratulations on the new gym. Congratulations on Best of the Tri-State.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and give everybody the opportunity here. Tell them about your social media, where they can find you, websites, anything you want to roll out. Now's your chance.
Yeah. So for social media, for Instagram, it's New Day Strength. And for Facebook, it's New Day Strength and Performance. And my wife was saying that we did start a track club in town. There's a need for that, the competitiveness of track and field. And I mean, track and field has been growing a lot lately. They're throwing around this term trackflation, where people are just
heard that.
competing like crazy.
Yeah.
World records being broken and everything since COVID. And it's been amazing. And we want to be able to provide that for a lot of these local kids, because they get to go to these local meets, but they don't really get the experience of, going out of state and competing in Maryland. And our goal is to actually take kids down to Virginia Beach, take them to nationals for USATF, Adidas, AAU, you name it. And, we really want to provide that for the kids.
It's a whole different atmosphere, too. I mean,
It is.
Nothing against high school track and field,
Yeah,
but you're
yeah.
always going to have the kids that are just doing it to do a sport.
Of course.
And then you're going to have the serious ones that maybe you're going to pursue it after high school. But giving the kids the opportunity to go down and see something like that where everybody is focused, it's kind of a cool thing to do. So, yeah, very cool. Well, congratulations again, guys. Can't wait to see
Thank you.
the grand opening. Can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. And we'll have you back on here soon, and maybe we could talk about after the grand opening. And
That'd be fun.
what else you got going on? Maybe some more camps.
I got more stuff. I was just
Breaking
talking
more
with one of our trainers about a camp prior to school starting.
I'm going to have to look into Best of the Tri-State stats and see how many years in a row somebody's won, because maybe that's another record you could break.
Yeah. well, they joked best dressed. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
every time we come, everybody's like,
You guys-
we're anticipating you guys
Yep.
specifically
Yep.
showing up to see. And after Best of Tri-State, I was like, babe, I started sending her stuff. She's like, what's that? For next year.
You're planning already. I like it. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys, and thanks for hanging out on the Coach's
Thank
Corner.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.